Welcome to Safari Builds. This is my 400cc engine swap golf cart, and well, I've got a good video for you today. In today's video, I'm going to be installing Auxbeam's 3-inch LED V Ultra Series pod lights on this golf cart. Now, I have a ton of pod lights. We have 6 total. These ones are the amber ones, and we are going to be going for a Group B rally style kind of triangle pod light system. That's why I have 6. I have 2 amber, which are these ones, and then 4 white, which are these ones, and we're going to unbox them in just a second. Oh hey, I wanted to take this moment in the video to thank Auxbeam. Not only is Auxbeam an amazing company, but the V Ultra Series lights, the ones I have, are some of the best LED lights you can get on the market right now. And we're gonna be putting them on this 400cc engine swapped golf cart. If you're building something of the off-road sorts, kind of like I am, you need lights. It's a rule. And you might as well go with some of the best in the game from Auxbeam. Go check out their website where you can purchase lights just like these and get an even better experience. Let's unpack these puppies. So in each box, depending on what you get, everything is extremely well packed. First, we gotta find the opening point. Do this, bada boom, bada boom. Open this puppy up. First off, they let you know you are important, which is amazing. They give you some informational stuff about their lights and the wiring. It comes with your LED pod lights kind of manual and a giant sticker like that. Then you open it up further, you take this little pad out, you have the wiring and your 2 lights. Let's unpack everything to see what we're working with. Each box of lights comes with an Allen wrench and the nuts and bolts that you need. We got the lights, this stuff, put this box over there.
Forget about it!
Our wiring harness. For these lights, I had to do some brainstorming, so this is the wiring for this. Here are the nuts and bolts for these ones, and then last but not least, let's open this puppy up, even though it was already opened at some point. Okay, so we've got a lot going on here. We have our ambers and then our 4 whites and then our wiring harnesses. I guess the biggest challenge will be figuring out how we want to mount these up. We're gonna have one here, and then one here, and then the middle one will be up here and up here. These will be really easy bolt on, but the other ones, we're gonna have to figure out a new way to mount this. Kind of like this, but then flip these lights up, which should be pretty doable. Just gonna take some thinking. The first thing I'm actually gonna do is figure out how I want them to be mounted, kind of like what I was just talking about. To do that, I am just going to be removing these mounting points so that we can get everything lined up. There's gonna be a lot of unscrewing and probably this noise. Let's get right to it. Okay, first mounting bracket is off, and to save you guys the sanity, I'm just gonna skip the rest and do those right now. So now that we got all these out, we can kind of figure out how we want them to be placed, and oh man, my hand is feeling it. So we're gonna have 2 down low and then 1 up top in between them, kind of like this. Well, we want everything to be kind of evenly spaced so that it all looks symmetrical. I guess this one can start all the way out here, and then the other 2 will come in from up here like this somehow. We'll try to just center it-ish. That looks pretty good. Move on over. Move on over to the last one. So now that we have these all kind of moved around, we'll just pick them all up. And I mean, those are a pretty good rough draft of where all my holes will be. They're kind of hard to see. Let me try to trace these puppies out a little. That looks pretty good. All we really need to do is drill the holes from up here, and then, I mean, literally bolt them on with the bolts that we have, and then Up here is another story. So there's a bolt like here and here. So I guess we're gonna need to do some digging and maybe take that off temporarily. I'd like it for it to go back. This is steel. Oh my goodness. And there's like genuine welds on the back of this. That's crazy. I mean, this probably weighs 5 pounds, maybe a little less. But yeah, so I mean, we really just need to drill into this and then into that, and then we got everything mounted. But then we have a ton of wiring to do. Okay, so I went ahead and I took a Sharpie and basically made the holes the exact same size. Don't mind that little tail. And then I found a drill bit that is meant for wood, but this is basically wood. Check out the fitment on these puppies. I mean, a couple millimeters, but it should be tight, which is what I'm looking for right over here. Let's drill this bad boy. It's looking perfect, in my opinion. Just screw it in. Another big challenge is figuring out where the wiring is gonna go back behind here, because like let's say we have our light, put it in the thing right here. The wiring is gonna need to find somewhere back here, so maybe we cut like a slit and try to raise the clearance on this. So I mean, that's how it fits normally, which I think the lights will look really good on. We just need a place, like we can screw it in like this, and then the wires might be able to fit under, which that is probably our plan. Let's just screw all the stuff in, like basically all the mounts. It looks pretty good so far. Hammer time. Before I drill, I'll probably take a level, and it will take like less than 5 seconds. You ready? I'm somewhat of an artist. Okay, let's frickin' angle grind this puppy. I guess we'll just like, dang! Beautiful. That's right where I wanted it. Let's just try and drill through on this side as well. Okay, so knowing my skills, this is definitely not gonna fit. Yeah, we can Dremel that puppy out right now. Okay, that'll work just fine. And that should help a little. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, it's worse. So I'm gonna just drill it back from the other side again. Perfect amount of space. Grab our other bolt and our final mount. Right where we want them. They look pretty decent. I'm gonna adjust some of the hole sizes, and then we got all the bolts in these little bags that we gotta put on there. And then figure out the wiring and where the wiring will go. Figure out where we want the battery. And yeah, let's get right to that. Okay, so I took the front plate off, and now we are going to screw these mounts in. These are pretty well mounted on. Now we can put the grill back in front here, just like this. I guess now we get all the lights in. Okay, so we got the lower lights finished, and now we have our 2 amber lights that will go like this and complete our look. I think they look pretty good actually. So back to the time lapse. These things are looking fire. Let's go ahead and take these covers off so we can really see what we got going on. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Now we gotta figure out that wire mess down there. We need to figure out how we're gonna get all of these wires back into here. So I was thinking we can just kind of cut a hole back here. I have a drill bit. I have one of these puppies. So I guess we could just drill a bunch of little holes back here. This stuff smells so bad. But these fit back here fine. Now we just need to make one for the other side. I mean, I don't see, why it wouldn't fit. Sick. That looks bueno. Oh, I love that noise. Almost reminds me of like something like not supposed to be doing whatever it's doing. A ton of hood space. But like if we try to put our battery right here, okay, I'm gonna be honest, that fits like extremely perfect. So that's probably what we're gonna do. All we really need to do is cut a hole like in front in here to get these to connect. See those bolts right there? Well, we're actually gonna get rid of that hood latch system because we're gonna use a different one later. So I'm gonna take that off. Hopefully those little holes back there, there's one on that side and then one on the other side right there. Hopefully they're big enough to sneak that stuff through, and then it'd be really easy. If they're not, we can drill it out a little bit, but let's get right to it. Okay, so the clips you're about to see, I'm really sorry, but they didn't have audio. But basically we pulled these through, they're almost identical, it's what I was saying. It's gonna make everything super easy. Okay, so because this video is gonna take so long, it's actually gonna be a two-part series. So this is part number one, but I did wanna show you what the lights look like. This is what the white looks like. Actually, we'll do yellow. Only two of them can be hooked up right now to the battery while it's charging. But these things are bright. You can have both modes on at the same time. Let me show you the yellow in 1 second. I just gotta disconnect and hook it up. This is the yellow ones up top. I'm really happy with the way that they look. I mean, they are bright, like seriously bright. I'm really excited to show them all at the same time. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe. I'm trying to hit 2,000 subscribers before, I think, March 1st. Yeah. And 5,000 subscribers before the end of the year. So let's crush these goals, baby. The next video will be wiring everything up and then actually getting some driving footage of this thing with the lights, hooking the battery up, and then the kill switch. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. I was asked if I'm thinking about making merchandise anytime soon, and I am. I've been designing stuff. I've been ordering some stuff and testing out whether I like the materials and the company that's making them, and so far everything's a positive. So let's say 5,000 subscribers and merchandise will drop. I was gonna do 10,000, but because I have gotten quite a bit of interest already, we'll say 5,000. So hopefully we can hit it way before the end of this coming year, or the year that we're in. I don't know what's going on anymore. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe!